Welcome to Bottled Grapes. I'm Krunch.
And I'm Regine Rousseau.
Today we have two great wines from the Rioja region. Now, first thing I'm going to have to let you guys know is that Rioja is not a grape.
No, it's not. It's an area.
It's an area.
In northern Spain.
Yeah, so many people will come in and ask me for a Rioja.
Okay.
And then I will ask them, well, from what region and stuff. They say, well, Rioja. Mm-hmm. And they don't, they were thinking, most people think that Rioja is a particular grape.
Right.
Now, Tempranillo, which is a grape, is widely grown throughout the Rioja region and stuff. Now, do you get that same question as much?
No, most of the time people are asking, well, what is Rioja? So when I've done tastings and representing the region, most people don't know anything about it. So again, I was so excited just to share some information about Rioja.
It's like Bordeaux, in my opinion. People will come in and ask for a Bordeaux, not knowing that right bank, left bank are different. Right. One has more of a Merlot Cabernet. The other one is more Cabernet Merlot. So, it's all depending on the flavor.
Yes.
But when they come in, and hopefully you guys, as you continue watching the video, hopefully we can, teach a little bit more about that. So you're a little bit more educated. That way you get to know your palate a little bit better.
And that's what's the most important thing, is learning so that you know what you like.
Exactly, because regions are different. I also heard that Napa Valley is now trying to, clone themselves as example, Bordeaux, Rioja, Napa, because that, as we're talking about that, Napa, if you're going to come and say, I want a Napa wine, as you know.
I see what you mean.
Yeah, there's a lot of Pinots, there's a lot of Cabernet, there's a lot of Zinfandel.
Yep, Chardonnay, which is, you name it, they've got it.
Right, so, to tell them to come in and to ask for a Napa wine, it's the same as coming in and asking for a Rioja. So hopefully we have a couple of different Riojas here today that we're going to tantalize our palate and to tease yours. So what'd you come up with us first here, Regine?
Today I brought one of my favorite Riojas. This is Bodegas Ramon Bilbao. Pretty good Spanish.
There you go.
And then this is a 2008 Reserva. And just like you mentioned, so this is from the Rioja Alta. And in that area, the red grape that is grown is predominantly Tempranillo. So this is going to be 90% Tempranillo. So let me pour for you.
Well, great. Tempranillo is widely vast throughout the Rioja area. Most of you will know Tempranillo, have had Tempranillo because it's kind of like the Cabernet of California. And
I'm glad you mentioned that, because whenever I have a client or a customer who is interested in, who is a Cabernet drinker, and they're looking for something, I always recommend this Ramon Bilbao, because I think it's my Cabernet drinkers Rioja.
No.
So that's how I put it. All right. So
a Cabernet's Rioja.
Yeah, Cabernet drinkers Rioja.
Okay.
So all right. Well, first off, I mean, look at this color. It's just beautiful
garnet color.
And just but so bright, and just so like, this should be like a ring.
There you go.
I'm not proposing. This is not that kind of show, but I'm just saying.
Will you accept this glass of wine?
Actually, I would. And then you have this really lovely bright red on the edges. And I mean, just right away when you're looking at this, you're ready to start.
It's a beautiful garnet color. Yeah. Beautiful garnet color. Really nice. The legs are running down here. Really beautiful. And there. Oh yeah, that big blackberry flavor right off there, the Tempranillo.
Yeah, really beautiful aromatics. Yes,
it's really in there. It's that, like I said, it's that really nice black cherry, blackberry.
Little vanilla.
Vanilla I had in there.
Cedar.
Oh yeah,
You get
cedar
some,
cedar and the vanilla right there in the very back. Really nice.
And then that just, earthiness that I enjoy. I mean, when I smell this wine, I don't even believe I'm talking, because I am so ready to drink it. So let me know what you think, since this is my favorite.
Actually, it's very, like I said, it's very good. Big blackberry in your face, vanilla on top of it. So if you took like a big blackberry or a big, like a black cherry type of tart, put a little bit of vanilla on top of there, eat it. This is what you got, all blended together in a nice drink.
All right, let's see what we got on the palate. Okay. Before we even get to
Let us
the
just
flavors,
enjoy this for a second.
We need a moment of silence.
We need some alone time at this moment. So.
Cigarette. The wine is velvety. You know, we talk about mouthfeel when we drink wine, and this is one of my favorite things about this wine. You take a sip, and you calm down for a second, right?
You do.
Because it just coats your tongue, and it's velvety, and it just keeps exploding. It keeps opening up in your mouth. So I'm getting, very similar to nose, a lot of dark fruit.
Yep.
I'm getting that cedar. I'm getting that really beautiful, you know, sort of balanced oak flavors in there. And one thing that I didn't mention, I'm sorry, I'm talking a lot, but the Reserva, I don't know how much you know, audience, about the aging process and the laws in Spain, but so Reserva means that it has to be aged for a minimum of 2 years.
Yes.
A year in the bottle, and then a year a year in oak, and then a year in the bottle. This one spends longer time aging, and one of the things I love about Spanish wines is that they've given it time. This is a 2008.
Yes.
It's got some time, and you know the wine has time to settle and mature, and so when it gets into your mouth, it's like, I'm a grown-up.
Yeah. It's what I like to tell people. This is a cellared wine for you already because it's just coming out. The winemaker cellared it for you because in days that have gone by, I don't like to use the term in the old days because I'm not grandpa yet.
Soon. I'm kidding. I'm just kidding.
But in the days that have gone by, people would buy the wine and put them, because a lot of them had the, space down below, and they would put it in before the basement became the new rec room, and they would put them down below into there, and they would sell them for a while, and then they would bring them out, and so the wine had time to age in the bottle, and people were able to do that. Now, with today's technology and today's lifestyle, we can't really do that too much. So the winemaker has done that for us, and it's it's the analogy that I use, that when you buy a wine that is, for example, 2013, 2012 right now, that's the same as if you take a chicken wing and you threw it in the microwave and you took it out and you ate it. It's good. It's a chicken wing.
Okay.
It tastes great.
Okay.
But when you have something like this, what you've actually done is you've taken the chicken wing and you put it in a slow cooker. And then you let it sit for 8 hours to 10 hours. Then you come home from work and you take that chicken wing off and you bite into it and it just falls right off the bone.
Okay.
That's the difference between one chicken wing, it is good, it's ready to go, it's not a problem. The other chicken wing, it's just falling off the bone, and it's a nice, silky, smooth. And to me, that is what this is.
Eloquence.
Nice,
I've never heard Rioja compared to chicken wing before.
Right.
Well done, my friend. Well done.
Well, I'm actually comparing the cellaring.
Process. Yeah, the cellaring.
Process,
Yes,
right.
yes.
Now, Spain has one of the hardest laws of winemaking.
Absolutely.
They follow those laws, and they're really, really, scrutiny.
Stringent.
About those laws outside of France.
And then the other thing to mention about this Ramon Bilbao is that I lost my train of thought. I completely lost my thought. I apologize.
That's all right.
I apologize.
So we'll just sit back and enjoy this.
Yes, yes.
While we do that, we'll just play our favorite tune. All right. So, well, that's a great start for the Rioja region. Remember that. So, what I got here is the Rio Madre.
Okay.
Now, the Rio Madre here is from the, not just below the Rio Alto area, right there. But this is 100% Grenacio. Now, Grenacio is only a very young planted wine. It's only been planted it's only been picked and producing wine for the last 4 or 5 years. But the vines have been planted 20 years ago.
And this is 100% Graciano?
100% Graciano.
Wow, okay.
And for those of you that know Giorgio Ordanis,
Okay, not familiar.
Very popular for the Bogota, I forgot the name of his winery,
Okay.
but very, very big winery in Spain. He is the winemaker and the grower there. He came across this grape, and they always use it for blending.
Right.
They have never used it for 100% of just bottling.
And you know what? That's what I was going to mention, is that there is some Graciano in the Ramon Bilbao. That's
There
what I
you
was
go.
going
Yeah,
to say.
they
Yes.
use it
Yes.
98% of the time for that. Very rarely do you find it. He has started 2011 was the very first vintage of
Okay.
it. This is 2012, so we got the second year. And the good thing about it is that Robert Parker gave it a 90 points.
Okay.
And Stephen Tanger gave it 91.
Wow,
So
very nice.
with those kind of credentials holding behind this wine,
Yes.
I'm expecting something really, really good up out of here.
Well,
and I see you're comparing the two in
I
there.
am. It was just interesting to me because and I apologize, Rio Madre
Rio Madre?
has, the color is deeper,
Yes.
but not as bright.
Right.
Yes, okay.
Correct.
And yeah, I'm excited to try this, 100% Graciano. Interesting.
So
All right.
now again, this is Rioja. It's Graciano is the varietal from the Rioja area. Right off the bat, you get that, but this is a little bit lighter in the fruit category. It's not that heavy dark as in the Ramon with that nice dark cherry flavor. This one, I don't get as much darkness as it. Not as dark. It's got a
Okay.
tint to it,
Okay.
but not as dark. In the nose.
I did one of your tricks. I went from nose to mouth.
Mouth to nose first. Went mouth to nose. A little dyslexic never hurt anybody.
Right, no, not at all,
A wine
not at all.
dyslexic, they go from mouth to nose first. So
So I'm quiet because I'm thinking about
Sure.
what I'm smelling and what I'm tasting. What surprises me is I'm getting very candied aromatics from this, which, again, this is my first time trying it, but there's this candiness quality to it on the nose and also on the palate.
you know what? You talk about that candy. What I can, if you took dark cherry,
Okay.
and you did do you remember fruit roll-ups?
Yes.
And that's what you would put it in.
Okay.
It's like that. If you took the fruit roll-ups, for those of you that are old
You
enough
nailed
to
it.
know,
That is, you nailed it. That's exactly what it is.
it's that
Yes.
sweetness, but yet that dark.
But potent.
Right.
Yes. That, you know what? That is exactly what I'm smelling.
Yeah.
Very good.
Now,
Lighter in style.
yep,
What year is this? Because it tastes
2012.
2012. I was going to say it tastes younger. The wine is brighter
Yep.
than the Ramon Bilbao.
Lighter.
Go ahead. Lighter?
Lighter.
Yep. If we were going to do sort of a tasting, I would start with this one first.
Yep.
It's nice.
It's definitely drier.
Yeah. Yes.
It's
yes.
definitely a little drier. You're going to have that. But it is 14.5% alcohol.
Okay.
And so the Ramon, 13.5. Might be in the front.
Yeah. Let me check.
Nope.
Where is it? It's got to be on here. We know that. Oh, there it is. 14%.
14%. So now, like I said, you have to give or take on each end of the spectrum for each one and stuff. So that one there being a little lighter, but it's got that more silky, more flavorful. This right here is a little bit more, a little tighter.
Absolutely.
Now, the good thing about Graciano is they're made to be held for longevity.
Okay.
So, we probably opened this a little too late. I bet if I had another bottle of this right here, I put it away, and when we're still doing our taping 5 years from now,
Right.
you'll be able to tell your grandkids exactly how that one compared to this one right here.
One thing is that both of these seem very modern style for Rioja. So one of the things that's happening in Rioja is you have some producers who are going for a more modern style, a more fruit-forward style, and it's interesting that we both chose that style versus more of the traditional Rioja.
Yes, really great. I definitely would go out. This would be my wine probably to go with more of a meal to kind of settle out something a little that would be a little sweet, like ribs that have a sweet sauce.
Yeah, I
onto
agree.
it.
Yes.
Tame this down. But the Ramon, I guarantee you, I would have it with my meal, after my meal,
Before my meal, before bed,
before
in
the
bed.
guest showed up, while I'm showering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is, I think this is nice. It's pleasant. I would serve. What's the price point? Let me ask you that.
Price point on this one here was just under 15.
Okay. I look for what I call party wines.
Yep.
This would be, no one would complain about this. I
Nope.
think it can appeal to a lot of different style. I think the candidness, quality on the nose is really interesting. But I'll be honest with you, it's not one of my favorites.
Right.
Yeah, it's lacking a little complexity for me.
And I think it may have to do with the timing.
Okay.
Like I said, it's one of those that definitely needs time, cellar.
Okay.
I think it's a little too early right now.
Okay.
Again, those of you that are Parker fans that gave it a 90.
Well, he knows what he's talking about. I'm just Regine Rousseau.
Parker is Parker. Everybody has their own palate. Okay. I myself, like I said, 90, not right now. If I try this probably in 5 years from now, maybe.
Yeah.
But it does need time. It does need time. Right now, like you said, it's young. It's young. That right there, the Ramon, it had its time. It's in the bottle. That is to drink right now.
Yes, absolutely.
So, right
and
now.
I can't remember, this is a 90-point wine too, but I can't remember if it was Parker or if it was a Spectator. I can look that up and make sure that we add to the segment.
Put that right down below. All right. Well, you got two great wines from the Rioja region. All right. Remember, they're not Rioja. They're from the Rioja region. All right. So we have two great wines, two different types of varietal, and for you to go out and explore your palate. I'm Krunch
And I'm Regine Rousseau.
We'll find a wine
To save you the time.